Hey guys, what's up? How are you? Hope you guys are having an amazing one today. In today's video, we are going to be trying the new foundation from Benefit Cosmetics, and this one is called the POREfessional foundation. I do have two different shades. We're going to swatch them and all of that good stuff, but I just wanted to do a good old-fashioned wear test foundation for you guys in today's video. So we are going to definitely wear for the rest of the day. It is 1:26 in the afternoon right now, so it's not super early. I'm still going to try to wear this foundation as much as I can. I already wore it. I do have an idea of how I actually feel about this foundation, but we're going to do the wear test. I want to just gather my thoughts and give you my first impression / review when it comes to the new Benefit Cosmetics foundation. Packaging wise, I really do like it. I think it's really nice and youthful and like super girly. But yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. Two different shades right here. I do have 13W and 18W. It is a smoothing, blurring, non-comedogenic foundation with a medium weightless coverage and niacinamide that improves the looks of your pores and skin over time. So that is what it's claiming, and it also has a medium coverage and it is a natural finish. It also says that it's a 24-hour long wearing hydrating foundation, and it is also buildable. Okay, I went ahead and turned down my lights. Let me give you the swatches one more time because I think my lights were like beaming so high. So this is 18W. And this one is 13W. So this one is 13W Champion and this one is 18W Proud. And I am going to go with 18W Proud today. I did try the 13W. It's just a little too light for me right now, so I am going to stick with the 18W Proud. I know that I read it somewhere, whether it's in the pamphlet or on their website, that they're recommending this foundation to be used with a beauty blender. So we're going to do that for today's video because, you know, if they're recommending it, why not? So we are going to be using these two right here. We're going in with 18W. And you can see that there's no runniness. It's a little bit more on the thicker side, so you know what that means. And if you don't know, it's going to give you lots of coverage. So I'm just going to pat it from the outer part of my face. I'm just going to do half of my face so you guys can see the difference. And when I first wore this foundation, I can definitely see that it dries down pretty fast, but it still gives you enough time for you to blend it out. But once it actually sets, it's not going to move. I'm going to just bring it down a little bit on my neck as well. So yeah, I definitely should have worn this shade in particular first, just because it definitely matches me so much better than 13W. I don't know what I was thinking when I was trying this foundation for the first time. I think that I just got happy and I just picked the first one. But anyways, just adding a little bit of this on my forehead, nothing too much, but you can definitely see the coverage that is giving me right away. I am looking at my face, and let me tell you, I absolutely love the application with the sponge so much more than with a brush. With the brush, it was just too much coverage. If you haven't seen my short, I am actually going to upload it here on my platform in YouTube Shorts, so you guys are going to see that very, very soon. But and again, I was using 13W, but now we have 18W. 18W is so much better, and let me tell you, with the sponge is absolutely a different story. It does not feel like super heavy, and it doesn't feel like it's giving me full coverage, because your girl does not like a full coverage. I like something that is a little bit more of a medium coverage. If it's a little bit buildable, that's fine, but I want to be the one who builds it, not for you to give me like full coverage right away. So yeah, using a sponge is definitely providing me with that medium coverage that I really, really enjoy. So I do see a little bit of redness peeking through. Let me just add a little bit more, just where I really, really want the coverage to be. I'm going to avoid my under eyes because we're going to go with concealer. In this foundation with a sponge, I do feel like it's giving me more of a natural finish, but with a brush, I felt like it was really, really matte. So it will change the texture or the way that actually looks on your skin based on the application. So a sponge for me is the way to go with this foundation for sure. No wonder that they actually recommend. And yeah, I love the coverage. A little bit of a close-up. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Jarrell. Welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope that is helpful for you. But if you do not know my skin type, I am oily to combination. I do have an oily T-zone and I'm pretty normal in the outer part of my face. I do have some redness, discoloration that I like to cover. So whenever I am looking for a foundation, I want it to be a medium coverage. I want it to be lightweight. I do want it to be like more of a natural finish. I don't want it to be too matte or too dewy because again, I am oily to combination. I also live in Florida and it is super hot and humid here. So yeah, anyway, you can definitely see the difference from one side to the other one. I absolutely love the way that it actually looks on this side with a beauty sponge. So if you are more on the normal to drier side and you want to try this foundation, definitely prep your skin accordingly. I did not add any primer or anything like that. I think that just by using my skincare, it was fine. Again, if you are normal to drier, prep your skin accordingly and you don't even have to set it. Again, it is more of that natural finish, leaning a little bit more matte. But yeah, it is 1:56 in the afternoon right now. I am going to do the other side of my face. So here's how the foundation looks. All right, I gotta say that the skin is actually looking really nice. Love the tone of this foundation for the rest of my body. I absolutely love the way that it feels super, super lightweight. You almost feel like you have nothing on your face. I really, really enjoy that. I absolutely love the coverage that it's giving me. Cover the redness that I do have, as well as a little bit of the discoloration that I do have around my mouth. It also covered a little bit of the sunspots that I do have over here. Still peeking through, they're not completely covered. Again, it is definitely a medium coverage. I'm not going to try to build this foundation anymore because I really do enjoy this coverage right here. So again, it is 2:01 in the afternoon. I am going to do the rest of my makeup and show you the final look. All right, we are in the car on my way to pick up my kids, and here is how the makeup looks with natural lighting. It looks so pretty. Let me know in the comment section so far what do you guys think, and I cannot wait to see how this foundation actually looks at the end of the day, because I don't want it to settle in my fine lines, especially on my forehead. So I try not to use a lot of foundation on my forehead, but I did use a little bit, so hopefully it's not too much. Anyways, bye. I don't know where to look at the camera when I'm filming with my phone. My microphone was not on. I'm so happy that I noticed it before I turned all the lights off and took everything out, because I would have been so sad with this video. But okay, so let me just tell you what happened. I just touched up, but let me show you a little bit of a clip before touching up and how the skin actually looked. And you can see that I am oily on my T-zone. It's definitely a little bit greasy right by my nose. I do feel like the foundation, it's separating a little bit on my upper lip, but I don't see it just emphasizing any of my pores or breaking up in any other place, but only on my upper lip. And that is because I'm sweating, I am eating, and I'm also just oily. But yeah, here's now after touching up, and I'm going to show you a little clip where I'm touching up. And you can see that just by adding a little bit of powder, I am reviving this foundation really, and it looks absolutely beautiful. And I am back now, and you can actually see it, how beautiful it looks. And yeah, I really wanted to just make it until 10 o'clock tonight, but I gotta call it quits. I need to take this off, just get ready for bed, and just go downstairs and hang out with my kids. My daughter just got back from a volleyball game not too long ago, so I want to spend some time with them. So anyways, I just wanted to give you guys my final thoughts when it comes to this foundation. I think that it's a really good one, especially when you apply it with a beauty blender. Definitely not a brush. I think the beauty blender is the way to go with this foundation. You do have the opportunity to build it up, and it is going to last a very long time. Like, I can definitely see that this is going to be a very long lasting foundation, because it lasted through this heat outside, through me cooking, running around, swimming practices, and just trying to get everything done before the end of the night. So yeah, definitely a lot of sweating and a lot of oils coming through, but this foundation looks absolutely beautiful. Yes, I did sweat, and you can definitely see the shine on my T-zone, but now that I touch up, it's like brand new, ready to go for a couple of more hours. So yeah, I'm super excited for this foundation. I am very, very happy that I tried it again using the beauty blender. Again, I think that that is the best tool for this foundation. I cannot emphasize that enough, because it really made a difference on how I felt with this foundation when I applied it with a brush versus a beauty blender. So the first time that I applied this foundation, it was the wrong shade, because I used the lighter shade 13W with a brush, and it was just not a go. I mean, it looked beautiful, but I just felt like very, very heavy. I just felt it like it was just a little bit too much for my liking, for my style of makeup. Now using a beauty blender, it was completely different. But yeah, that is it for this review wear test on the new foundation from Benefit Cosmetics, the POREfessional foundation. I hope that it was helpful for you guys. I am going to be linking all the products that I use to create this look. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your love, your time, and support. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, and I will see you next time.